Hey everybody, Anthony here, SpecialtyMotorCars.net, and behind me I got another real nice Cadillac Escalade. It's a beautiful 2006, last year of this classic GMT 800 body style. Cadillac Escalade in a beautiful pearl white over a very rare gray leather interior. One owner truck, 64,000 original miles. And the truck is absolutely gorgeous. Let's get in, let's take a look at it. I know you're gonna love this one. Let's go into the walk around. What's behind? And here she is, one of my favorite Escalades ever built. This generation, if you remember the 2006 I had over the summer, you know, I probably just rambled on about how much I love this GMT 800 body style. This would have been the second generation of the Cadillac Escalade. And honestly, this is the era of Escalade that put Cadillac and Escalade on the map, you know, for these trucks. Yeah, granted, it was a souped up Chevy Tahoe or Yukon Denali, but really these things are now sought after. And back 10, even 5 years ago, you wouldn't think that these were future collectible, but these are becoming collectible like the square body Chevy trucks were, you know, in the late 90s and 2000s. You know, you just do not find these trucks, and I call them trucks because they are trucks. They're on a truck platform, but SUVs, however you want to classify them, you do not find these nice anymore. They're all clapped out. They got all types of warning messages on the dash. They're not, they didn't survive. I mean, affluent people bought them new, but then wannabe ballers bought them used and destroyed the shit out of them. So to get one like this, a one owner, you know, clean, rust-free, 2006, last year of the era. I mean, this was the best you could get right here. Now it seems like every one of these came in pearl white. There were other colors available, but it definitely, this white diamond was definitely the most, you know, optioned and ordered color. And it's a beautiful color. It's a beautiful pearl white. It's too bad it's not sunny out, although the only reason why I'm doing pictures outside is because it's a little overcast and I can get good pictures without the sun glaring behind me. You know, but this truck is just phenomenal. It's one owner truck, 64,000 miles. Now, what I didn't realize is how rare the gray leather interior is in this. Most of these you see them with shale. This one's got a beautiful light gray. You know, you could just tell how loved this truck is all the way around. It's just super clean. Previous owner just put these Michelins on. Beautiful set of Michelin Defenders, you know, still with the nubs on them. You know, so somebody loved this truck. Nobody puts Michelins on if you're gonna just say, yeah, you know what, just throw a cheap set of tires on. If these things, you find one of these and it has Michelin Defenders or chunky Michelins like this, it's a good truck, no matter the miles. Somebody loved it. But all around the body, running boards. It's got a nice tint to the front two windows. It has these color keyed visors. I'm not sure if I dig them. I don't know if I'd go out of my way to put them on, but they actually look pretty good on the truck. Now, a couple things that I did to this truck when I got it in. It had a aftermarket kind of ability looking grill. Took that off, chucked that. I found a collector's series or platinum series OEM GM chrome grill, just like the last 2006 I had. I went ahead and I put brand new emblems because those all fade out, and just that extra little touch just adds to the crispness. Two brand new fog light assemblies, and then brand new headlight assemblies as well. HID headlight assemblies to really give the front end of this truck, you know, that out of the wrapper look. And the truck was really deserving of it. The other thing I did was I put another set of wheels on this truck. So this truck had chrome wheels just like this, these 17-inch wheels. But when I got it, it had pitting in these pockets here. So I sourced a set of 4 wheels. They really weren't bad. But it was like that was going to be the only thing that kind of held this truck back from being like, wow, this is really nice. So I ended up importing a set of used Southern wheels out of South Carolina, thanks to my buddy Nick for bringing those up for me. And I had these tires, wheels, tire pressure monitors all swapped over, so the wheels are in beautiful shape. Like I said, chunky Michelins all the way around. The date code on those is from 2019. Body on this truck is super, super clean. Few minor little chips, one there. Running board is in really, really nice shape. No rust on the rockers. You know, that's the thing with these trucks, is up here they all rot out. Mine's rotting out, and that's what's going to bring it down. Little chip on the door there. Minor itty bitty scuff right there. The rust and the rot up here in New England in all those salt using states is what kills these trucks. My rockers, they left the chat a long time ago, but you can see here beautiful, beautiful Michelins on this truck. And the wheels, GM factory wheels. I had those machine or road force balanced, had the alignment done when I had them put on. Nice chrome exhaust tip. You know, you can come down the side of this truck. Actually, one thing I wanted to point out, I forgot, little chip on the door edge there. Come around the back here. Real clean. Little chip touched up there. I think there was a couple other ones. One here, a little chip there as well. One touched up right there. I also replaced the emblem on the tailgate here. These emblems are like $250 for a pair of them, front and back. They're super expensive, but they add quite a bit of look to the truck. I mean, with these, you usually all faded out. So you can see on the glass here, there's very, very minor streaking from the wiper blade. Honestly, I hate when people use their rear wiper because all it does is scratch the window. There's usually so much dirt buildup from being kicked up, and they got the wiper on non-stop, and it's not even raining on the back window. I tell my wife in every one of our SUVs that we've ever had with a rear wiper that she's not allowed to use it. But yeah, real clean all the way around. Tail lights, third brake light, all the glass here. You know, bottom of the quarters. Get another chunky Michelin Defender here. I just love seeing stuff like that. And again, a beautiful 17-inch OEM wheel. I was definitely not going anything aftermarket. I hate aftermarket. That's why I pulled the grill off. I do like the windows tinted in the front here. I think it gives it a nice look. You know, kind of evens out the tint situation. Down the door here. Now there was a very minor ding here, right up in here, and you can kind of see a little impression where my PDR guy did his best to try to get that out. That was kind of a tough spot, but you really don't even notice it. And honestly, if I didn't mention anything, you probably wouldn't have noticed it. Original glass, I believe this is an original windshield. I have to go around the other side and take a look. But it was a Virginia truck its whole life, one owner truck. Again, the running board's in real nice shape. Another shot of those chunky Michelins. How many times am I going to say chunky Michelins in this video? Look at those beautiful headlights. HID headlights popping on there. Oh, I love this truck. If this truck was an ESV, just like the last one, one of these days, peeps, I'm going to find an ESV and I'm going to doll it up like this, and everybody's going to be like, oh, sell that truck. And I'm going to be like, no, it's replacing Big Red, which ironically my wife is driving right now. She would have probably liked this one, but she didn't like the last one. But she did, when I got this truck, it had, I know a woman owned this truck because that aftermarket grille, somebody took the time to put colored bedazzles, like gold on the gold, red on the red, and did a really nice job. Like, probably spent hours bedazzling the front and rear emblems. I remember when I brought this truck home, my wife saw it, she's like, oh my goodness, is that for me? I'm like, nope, pulling those right off. But you know what? That's not a bad thing, because whoever the woman was that had this truck, she took very good care of it. Let's take a look at that beautiful interior, and I'll show you that gray leather, and tell me what you think. If you think it's better than the Shale, or you like the Shale better, let's get a look inside. All right, getting inside this wonderful truck. I'm gonna keep calling it a truck. I don't know why, but it was built in Arlington, Texas by Texans. Now, the ironic thing is how much I love these. These trucks were the ones that took the place of the Impala SS's and the Fleetwoods and stuff that were all built in Arlington. Now, Arlington, when they were building those Fleetwoods, the 90s Broughams, they had this sticker in that back window, the little blue Texas sticker, built with pride, you know, in Arlington. So it's kind of ironic that I like, you know, the truck that killed, or that GM used to kill off my beautiful rear-wheel drives. Inside the jam's super, super clean on this truck. And again, like I said, beautiful gray leather interior. I didn't think I was going to like gray, but I actually do because it's so different. Usually you see the shale, that light beige color. All the wood trimming is in nice shape. All the switches and buttons. Heated seat, we're going to turn that on because I'll be driving this shortly. All the speaker covers, like usually you see little rust spots on these. Nothing. This truck was really well cared for. All the trimmings here are in really nice shape. Leather wrapped steering wheel. You know, just super, super clean all the way around. It's just so inviting to jump into one of these. They're so comfortable. That's why so many people love these, because they're so reliable and they're comfortable. They're very comfortable seating wise. You know, these seats just provide so much cushion and bolster. You know, they're so soft. They're really like the last true luxury Escalade, in my opinion, because I think that when Cadillac went to the GMT 900 platform, that it just wasn't the same. And that's why so many people look to buy these. You know, real nice, a little bit of wear right on this edge here, you know, some creases, leather creases, but otherwise really nice shape. You have your flip open center console. You can put your CDs in there, auxiliary output. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's get around the rest of the truck before I start losing daylight here. I'm excited about doing this one outside. I think this one really stands tall outside. Oh yeah, inside the jam, very, very clean inside this jam. Up here, I don't think I showed you the rocker on this side. Super, super clean. Even still has this cool tag for the leather swatch. You know, take pride in your leather, how to care for the leather in this truck. It has side airbags. It does have an aftermarket rear DVD player, which I have not tried. I don't have a DVD at my shop. Chances are you're probably never going to use it either. Original floor mats. I mean, look at how clean that carpeting is. The seat tracks are in really nice shape. Leather in the back here is super, super clean. I like how it's got the Cadillac embroidered onto the seats here. You know, but real, real nice all the way through. Has the rear heated seats, rear center cup holders, seat back pockets. Now to get into the back seat of this truck, there is a little flip here. And then this guy does a tumble, that folds, and bam. I mean, look at how nice it is back here. Again, third row probably hasn't been used much. I think they were folded down. You can see the impressions from the seat belts. It's a 50-50, easily removable. Should you not need it. Honestly, if you don't need the third row, it's probably best to take out because there's not a ton of space behind the third rows on these trucks. You know, but you can just tell from in here, like, no kids have been farting on these seats and, you know, leaving Cheerios and shit, you know, in the back here. Like, it's been well cared for, you know, probably by a single owner or a couple. And this was the wife's truck, but it was registered as a corporate vehicle. So maybe to a business. I'm not really sure. Carpeting back here is in really, really nice shape. And again, these things do use my head, 50-50. They fold up. You can easily remove them. I think you got to do one of these. That hammers back down, and that guy right there. But we'll do a little sneak peek over here. Carpeting is in real nice shape. All the upholstery back here shows really well. But what I was saying earlier with taking the third row out is you can see there's not a lot of space back here. I mean, you can fold those and have them both flat. but if you remove them, you have a ton of space. All inside the jams here. Super nice. See how glossy the paint is. Now, one of the real common things you start to see on these is you usually start to see, where am I pointing? You start to see corrosion in here. I mean, you can see these are all nice and clean. There's no corrosion on any of the bolts. There's no corrosion inside the jam of the tailgate, and they also usually start corroding around here. Absolutely none of that on this truck. Like I said, it's a Virginia truck, so it's pretty clean. Get inside, passenger side over here. Looks like we're missing one of these clips. I'm not really sure. I think so, yeah. Real clean inside the jam there. Door panel, again, super nice. No rusty spots on the grills. Very common for these trucks to see that. A little bit of an impression left. Obviously, something was left back here that is no longer back there. I don't know if it was a remote for something, but kind of a little square. But yeah, this thing is nice. Take a look at the back from here. My lighting's starting to get poor, so forgive me. Leather on this side is in really nice shape. I won't do the full fold. I don't know why these things are jammed in here. But again, you can see, you know, just how nice the carpeting is. Not all Cheerio'd and just destroyed by kids. Ask me how I know. You should see my Escalade. Inside the jam, super clean. The Cadillac script there with this like kind of textury look to it. Door panel, light gray. Got the wood trim. Usually these are all broken off by now. Switches are in nice shape. Heated seats again. Bose speakers. Dashboard. Everything's nice in this truck. Carpeting over here, again, real clean. Look at that floor mat. It looks like no one's ever used them. These are the original floor mats for this truck. Leather interior, again, super nice. Center console, we'll flip this guy up. The center console lid is in nice shape. Just a real nice truck. All right, let's jump behind the wheel. All right, we're inside the Escalade, and I do have the original owner's manual, even the pen and the original notepad with the brochures on this truck. We'll put that back in the glove box. Right now, I currently only have one key, but I am going to have another key made for this truck. Start this thing up. Mileage is 64,336. It will go up a little bit because I have to drive to get that key made. But it'll definitely have under, say, 64,400 miles either which way. Now, inside this truck, I usually don't like aftermarket, but it does have this aftermarket Kenwood radio. Now, obviously, the radios in these originally are antiquated by this time. The navigation sucks. This is a nice touchscreen with Bluetooth, and that's why I left it in here. You know, if you go to menu, you can do Pandora. There is a cable that comes out. I actually tucked it behind the dash, but a USB cable so you can do Pandora. I'm sure you can probably do Apple CarPlay. I'm not really sure. XM radio, disc, but then also you can pair a phone to it and have Bluetooth capabilities. So that's why I left that in here. I don't know what this on and off button is for. I've pushed it on, off. I've seen nothing change. The seat hasn't ejected out of the passenger side. So I really don't know what that's for. Two other things I noticed in here is you can see this defrost button. The backlighting is burned out, and then the coolant temp is as well. But you can still see it very well. You know, unfortunately, there are LEDs soldered to the boards, so it's not like I can just pull it out and pop a little, you know, 194 bulb in there or something. But I'm gonna turn that heated seat back on because I know it works. Let's take a look under the hood. Now this is another reason why everybody loves these trucks so much, because of the 6-liter, you know, even the 5.3s. If you got one of these in 2-wheel drive, it would have the 5.3. This is an all-wheel drive, so it came with the 6-liter, you know, high output. They're really bulletproof drive lines. You know, mine's got 225,000 miles on it. The engine's never been apart. You know, the thing just runs like clockwork. Unfortunately, with mine, it's rust that's killing it. And this one, you know, being so clean, I'm kind of envious, to be honest with you, but I really want an ESV, so I won't be keeping this one either. When I got this truck in, a lot of people asked me, oh, are you going to keep it? You're going to give it to your wife? Definitely not going to give it to my wife because she wouldn't appreciate a truck like this. And I'm definitely not going to keep it because it's not an ESV. But you can see it's real clean in here. You know, all the fuel lines and all the lines going up to the engine, you know, are in real nice shape. But getting back to the reliability of that 6-liter or the 5.3s, these engines of this era were just so great. Starting in 2007, when they did the even all these buttons light up. Starting in 2007, when they changed to the GMT 900 platform. I'm gonna shut this off. When they went to the GMT 900 platform, they put a 6.2-liter V8. And those were really good too. The downfall then came when GM tried to, or did, put the active fuel management in. And, you know, these things started having lifter problems and cam issues and all types of stuff like that. And really, you know, it was kind of like the 864 back in 81. Like, it was a good idea, but it would have been a better idea if you thought it out better. And I think even still to this day, they're having problems with them. So, like 2010 is when they put them in the Escalades. I know they were available in the Suburbans earlier and other GM trucks. But I will not touch one of those with active fuel management. And again, that's why these are now loved, because like these are the last of the good ones. You could work on them. You can get parts inexpensively for them. You know, they're just overall solid build trucks. They don't have any cylinder deactivation or you know, lifter issues. So you can get in one of these things and drive it and know that, I mean, you can really, these are like town cars where you can just rag the shit out of these trucks and have every light on the dash, service this, ABS that, and it still will start up and bring you to where you have to go. That's honestly, you know, that's a great way to explain it, because town cars are the same way. You can beat the bag out of them, but they'll still start up and they'll still bring you from A to B. So anyways, this is a beautiful truck. It's getting dark out. I hate this time of the year, but I was glad I was able to do this outside. My name is Anthony, 978-930-1004. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. It helps me out, build my channel. I loved vehicles like this. I love my old Cadillacs, Lincolns. Take a look at some of my other videos. I think you'll like what you see. 978-930-1004. If you have any questions about this truck, you can get me on that number anytime. Price of this truck is going to be $21,995. Again, any questions, give me a call, 978-930-1004. My name is Anthony. Appreciate everybody for watching. Check me out on Instagram, Specialty Motorcars NH. Facebook, Specialty Motorcars up here in Pelham, New Hampshire. And you get all the sneak peeks of when I get these cars in. Like you guys on YouTube probably didn't know I had this, but everybody on Instagram, everybody on Facebook who follow me there knew when this truck came in, because my inbox is already starting to get blown up with this. But here it is. It's for sale. Any questions? 978-930-1004. I'll talk to you on the next one.